finally made it to the last public speaking tip of 2020, tip number 52. Now, judging by the title, you probably can figure out where I'm going with this. When I originally thought about releasing weekly tips, the only real goal I had was to provide value. In previous years, I had met so many people of all different ages and from all different backgrounds who, for numerous reasons, had the fear of public speaking. Many had the fear of being judged, and many feared that they simply couldn't hold an ongoing conversation in a room full of people. Some had stuttering problems when they were younger, and it took them forever just to manage that. Some had anxiety that was so real that they would literally put more work into avoiding a public speaking opportunity rather than prepare for one. I made notes on it all throughout the years and figured out a way that I could motivate and inspire people to spread whatever it was that they felt was on their heart. I've talked about numerous topics throughout the year, and it could be easy to assume that if you were to master all of these tips, you would be without flaw. But the goal isn't to be perfect, because in reality, there is no perfect speaker. I can't stress this to you enough, but your number one obligation should be to provide value. It shouldn't be to make a sale. It shouldn't be to gain a following as quickly as possible. It shouldn't be to get thousands of dollars per gig. It should be value. But the crazy thing is that the more value you provide, the easier those other things we all desire start to come. If people resonate with your message, they will want to hear you more. They will want to keep up with you. Eventually, they will pay for your time in various ways. But you don't have to be perfect to get to that point. You just have to constantly improve. Make it a goal to get better every time you get hired for a gig. Make the experience for your audience memorable. You also have to be willing to adapt to whatever your audience needs at any given point in time. You'll have those go-to things that you talk about, but you need to constantly study the way you relay information. You'll have to adapt to different people's learning styles. It can take years to master, and you constantly have to put forth the effort. You have to continue to try. I have some heartbreaking news for you. Your message is not for everyone. You can't please everyone. There will be audience members out there that will be around just to give you a hard time. You can do nothing right in their eyes. And I know it sucks, right? You want to have everybody accept you and be inspired by what you have to say. That's cool and all, but rarely is that the reality. Just like when you're selling a product, you have to find your target audience. Some people won't be able to relate to you, and some people won't like what you say at all. Some will focus more on what you wear than what you say. Some people will judge you because you're a different race. You see, I can go on and on, but the point is, you won't be enough for someone out there. You have to be able to live with that. You have to be able to live with the fact that you won't be accepted by everyone. And that's okay. No one ever really is. For the multi-million-dollar speakers you see, there are tons of people out there who don't like them either. So you aren't beyond judgment. You aren't beyond negative critique. But if you find your target audience, you'll mean everything to them. So accept the reality for what it is. You aren't for everybody. And that's pretty much it. Look, I really hope that these tips were of use to you. I sincerely want to thank each and every one of you who supported me, to every single one of you who liked the post, made a comment, and even DM'd me. I truly do thank you for your support. It's satisfying knowing that I've helped some of you manage your fear of public speaking and get your message out there. Remember, you won't always have the answers. You won't always be comfortable, but you don't have to be selfish with your message. Go ahead and get started speaking, even if it's only for a few people. I promise you, the more you do it, the easier it will come to you. Now, public speaking may always present a challenge to you, but you'll also see how fun it can be when you realize you're affecting people in a positive way. Be safe, keep grinding, and I'll see you next year. It's the group.